Hi, this is Anthony, and welcome to my show, where I look at various ways to increase your income as well as investing in the stock market. Remember, this is not financial or investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just somebody on YouTube providing entertainment. But before we start, please click the subscribe button. It would really help me out in building a following on YouTube. Very briefly, I wanted to look at Nano Dimension Limited, ticker symbol NNDM. I made a number of videos recently about the poor prospects of this stock as an investment. It's in an exciting sector, nanotechnology, but since its IPO, it's lost over 95% of its value. I sold it last week and bought HUT8, ticker symbol HUT. HUT8 is a Canadian cryptocurrency miner. I don't own any cryptocurrencies, and I think that we're in a tremendous cryptocurrency bubble, but I think some of the prospects for this company are good, at least for the short and medium term. Today, Nano Dimension was down another 4.87%, while HUT8 was down about 1/3 of 1% in a generally negative market overall. But in the last week, I'm up over 7% in it. My takeaway here, and what I've tried to impress in my other videos, is Nano Dimension as a company is not doing well, the stock has lost investors' money, and the fundamentals of the company are poor. They are losing money. If you own it, seriously think about getting out before it goes any lower and deploy your money into something else. I do not see this as a turnaround play anytime soon. So yesterday's video is a little bit different than the ones that I have done recently, where I look at either things you can flip for profit on eBay or else analyzing stocks that I own in my portfolio. In that video, I briefly mentioned the people who have helped inspire me to start my YouTube channel. I'm not going to go into details about those because I already did that in episode 21. I encourage you to watch that one after this one if you haven't already seen it. But to summarize the channels from yesterday, the first channel is called Meet Kevin. The next is his friend Graham Stephan, who has a couple channels, one called Graham Stephan and the other called The Graham Stephan Show. And then in May 2020, he and his assistant Jack Selby started the Iced Coffee Hour, which I absolutely love. Then there's Spencer Cornelia, who discusses real estate investing as well as uncovering internet scams. And the last person that I talked about yesterday, who also investigates internet scams and fake gurus, uses the name CoffeeZilla. All of these channels are a must-watch for anyone interested in finance and investing. I didn't want to make that video too long, and so I saved some of my other favorite YouTube gurus for this video. So from watching a video that Graham Stephan posted about somebody's laundromat, which sounds potentially like the most boring financial video you can imagine, I learned about Brandon and his channel called Investment Joy. Brandon sometimes describes himself as just a hillbilly from South Central Ohio, but he's an extremely intelligent, savvy investor and businessman. He owns a trailer park, a couple laundromats, vending machines, and I think he's building an arcade, plus many, many housing units. Oh, and a couple car washes. Living in South Central Ohio, there are a number of unique factors to the tenants and customers that he has to deal with. Even if you have no interest in how a laundromat is run, he does a lot of other stuff in connection with his businesses involving social media, and especially YouTube. And even his videos of just emptying out the quarters from his machines and counting them in the back room draws incredible numbers of viewers on YouTube. The next YouTube guru that I wanted to mention is Ali Abdal. Ali is just incredible. He started out doing things on the internet at a young age, and eventually he got a medical degree in the United Kingdom, where he worked for a short time as a junior doctor, but has recently given that up to focus full-time on his YouTube channel and other related ventures. Like almost all the other people that I've mentioned today and yesterday, he goes through his finances on a quarterly or monthly basis in videos, not to flex on how much money he is making, but because they all believe in transparency when it comes to how much money you can make, but also how much money it costs to run various businesses, including YouTube channels. It's amazing how fast he's grown and how big a business he has now from starting out not too long ago, laying in bed, cell phone in hand, creating YouTube videos. And Ali talks about a lot of other things besides strictly business. He goes over productivity techniques and how to avoid procrastination, and even things like how to type faster. I can't emphasize enough how useful and inspiring his videos are. The last strictly business YouTuber that I wanted to present today is Patrick Boyle, a former hedge fund manager who does a great job of explaining what's going on in the news, as well as producing longer documentaries about financial history. Please check out his channel. You will learn so much from it. And lastly today, I want to mention Colin and Samir. Their channel is not strictly business, but rather looks at YouTube creators primarily, which of course gets into the business of creating on YouTube. Like the iced coffee hour that I mentioned yesterday, Colin and Samir have extremely interesting guests, some of them the top YouTubers in the world. And their interviews are quite substantial and get into the nitty-gritty things that one needs to know about when producing good content, as well as effective marketing. You are not going to learn about what hot stocks you should buy from them, but their probing questions of successful people is going to leave you so much more enlightened when it comes to the world of internet content production and marketing. Without the examples of people like the 5 that I've mentioned here, among others, I would never have gotten into trying my hand at YouTube videos. That being said, all these men exhibit a great amount of integrity, and I would encourage you to subscribe to all of their channels and watch them on a regular basis. If you do subscribe to their channels, you might leave them a note in their comments that you learned about them from the Anthony R.R. Mills Show. Again, if you like this type of content and want to see more, it would really help me if you subscribe to this channel. Also, please view my other videos, and if you like them, click the like button. It also helps out if you leave a comment in the comment section for each one. I'm on Instagram at Anthony R.R. Mills. You can follow me there.